Hello, this week is about informative speeches, so I am about to deliver my informative speech. I chose the topic mental illness and how it affects loved ones. I chose this because, like I had previously stated in a discussion post, that I deal with mental illness on a daily basis because I have borderline personality disorder. For me, this is a new diagnosis. I was just diagnosed. It was about the end of October. I was diagnosed previously with bipolar disorder, so I was wrongly diagnosed and wrongly medicated for, it's been about a year and a half, so it finally caught up with me, and now I am learning how to deal with my new mental illness diagnosis and new medicines, and it really does take an effect and a toll on your family and your loved ones. So many forms of mental illness first appeared in the late teens or early 20s. The first episode is likely to occur when you still live with your family, say that when you're a teenager, before you move out when you're an adult. Mental illness often has a ripple effect on families, creating tension, uncertainty, troubled emotions, and changes in how people live their daily lives. These people in the family are sometimes not acknowledged by health professionals. Families may also take on the role of a primary caregiver. This usually happens without any training or support or thought of their own needs or overall health, because they do put their needs probably behind yours because they're more worried about taking care of you than they are taking care of themselves. Um, However, when training and support are received, there's strong evidence that it leads to better outcomes for everyone involved. Families are often the main support for people affected by mental illness. So that, I feel that's because they are the closest to the one with the mental illness. They need information about the illness and treatment provided, as well as training and support to help themselves as well as the person who is ill. Coming to terms is likely to have a serious emotional impact on you as well as them. Anger at this happening, confusion, or a sense of loss and grief at how the person is changed by their illness is also a common occurrence. Families should acknowledge and talk about these feelings, developing a sense of balance between showing you care, acknowledging the effects of the illness on the person and hopes for recovery, and then give the person your time, and having time for yourself and other family members too will help in the recovery process. You always have to give yourself time. You have to give yourself attention. You have to fulfill your own needs, as well as, kind of help the other one that has the mental illness as well. Preparing yourself by learning as much as you can about the illness and its treatment will help everyone involved. When someone becomes extremely unwell, it can be distressing and confusing for others as well as the person concerned. When this happens, you should communicate clearly in an honest and understanding manner. Provide a calm and safe environment. Not a lot of things that are going to affect the one's senses, because they won't be able to concentrate on what you're trying to do. They'll only be able to concentrate on the other things that are going on around them. Move to a quieter, more open surrounding, and be firm but friendly and unthreatening. They need to know the truth. They need to know how you feel. They need to know what you're thinking about their mental illness and how it is affecting them as well. All of these will help you and the person with the mental illness. When mental illness strikes, many family members may deny the person has a continuing illness. Denial is a huge, huge step in the process of coming to terms with mental illness. During the acute episode, family members will be alarmed by what is happening to their loved one. It's something that you never thought that you would see. It's something that you didn't expect your loved one could ever be capable of doing. When the episode is over and when the episode is over, everyone will feel a tremendous sense of relief. Many times when the illness is a new phenomenon in the family, everyone may believe that the person is now doing well and that the symptomatic behavior will not return. This is not true. This is an ongoing thing that will affect this person for their entire life as well as yours. Some families also believe that moving will give them a fresh start in a new environment and will alleviate the problem. Mental illness will follow you wherever you go. It doesn't matter if you move. It doesn't matter if you move to another country. You're still going to be involved with mental illness. It's still going to happen. Those who accept the truth find they must protect the ill person from those who do not understand and who blame and degrade the ill person for unacceptable behavior and lack of achievement. This leads to tension, isolation, and loss of meaningful relationships with those who are not supportive of the ill person. Some families believe that it is a condition that is totally disabling. Sometimes it is. Sometimes people can't work. Sometimes people can't live their daily lives. Sometimes people cannot function because of their mental illness. This, however, is not the truth. The illness seems to control their destiny rather than the family, and by gaining control and learning how to manage the illness, one is able to plan for the future. The majority of people do return to a normal lifestyle. Like myself, I have a normal lifestyle. I live a normal lifestyle. I go to school full time. I have a career. I have a child. I have a wife. I have, I have everything that I ever wanted, but I still have to deal with mental illness as well. And then one of the many struggles in caring for someone affected by mental illness is that we have no idea what we're really dealing with. Unlike someone with a broken bone, we do not see what is truly happening. It's something that does not show on the outside. Mental illness is it's more like a cancer to me. It affects the whole family and it lasts for a long time, and more than likely it lasts forever. Avoiding placing blame and guilt, you look for support, you seek relief from stress, you learn to gain control of your life and continue outside interests. Don't let mental illness bring you down ever. It's something that you can control. It's something that if you take your medicine the way it's prescribed, you can live a normal daily life. And if you keep all of these factors in mind, you can be a successful caregiver to someone who needs you the most. The caregiver is obviously, to me, the most important person that is in my life right now.